Hello, today I would like to show you how to create your own cable for a Victron Energy CAN and Victron Energy VE.Bus. Those interfaces are using a regular Ethernet cable called UTP, unshielded twisted pair, and regular RJ47 plugs. So you've got absolutely no problem making your own cable, routing it wherever you need without a plug, and you can apply the plug afterwards. So you can make your own cable. You do not need to purchase the Victron Energy one. For VE.Can and VE.Bus, you are going to be using exactly the same cabling. The only difference between VE.Can and VE.Bus is that on VE.Can you are going to be using terminators on both ends of your line. So that's the only difference. You are going to be making exactly the same cabling. There is no need to use a shielded cable because the plugs are plastic, and you are going to have absolutely no benefit of using shield without a proper grounding. You can buy those very nice protective sleeve, and the only task for them is to prevent from that plastic clip to be broken if you are pulling it, and it can snap very easily. So absolutely add this for your basket. VE.Can and VE.Bus are working on extremely low speed in compared to modern Ethernet standard, so you have absolutely no need to pay attention for the category of cables and category for your plugs. I deeply advise you to spend more money on plugs. Do not buy the absolutely cheapest one. For a tiny more amount of money you can get a 2 parts, and all the alignment of cable you are doing outside of the plug, and after you are done you just stuff it in, and that increase your speed. There are also very nice that are pass through, so you've got a long wire, you stuff them out, and if you've got a proper crimper with a knife, after clipping, it's going to be the excess of wires that were sticking out are going to be nicely trimmed. Those are also very nice and easy to work. The absolutely cheapest one that do not have any of those features, you have to make sure they are aligned and perfect outside of the plug, and when you are stuffing them they can mix together, or they can not reach the end, and you will end up with one wire not touching the end, not having a good contacts. Absolutely do not cheap out on that. Here I've got the crimper. Also I recommend you spending a little bit more than the absolutely bottom tier, because if you make 1 or 2 cables you are going to have it for free, plus you've got flexibility. As I told you, you can route your wire without the plugs through the grommet, and you can add the plug afterwards, so you've got a lot of benefits. Cables for VE.Bus and VE.Can are straight cables, and that means pin number 1 is going to be pin number 1 on second end, and you can make them freely, but I'm going to use a standard B from Ethernet, so I've got some sort of consistency, but you can follow absolutely any standard or no standard at all, and it will be good as long as pin 1 is going to be exactly the same pin 1 on the other end. The first step is to remove the outside insulation. Here we've got a hole with a knife, and it's going to fit perfectly, and you slowly crimp that until you get a moment that it's nicely cutting your wire. And if you do it like this, now you've got the outside insulation and our wires. We are going to expand them in 4 directions so we can nicely work with them. Do not throw this, because that's going to be our tool. We are going to remove that plastic separator. Then we are going to grab our end and we are going to be stuffing that between our twisted wires, and we are going to be nicely untwisting it. When you go to the end, you are going to pinch and try the wire straight. I like to get, as you can see, more wire because it's easier to align them together. And of course, afterward, we are going to nicely crimp them, clip them. So as you can see, it looks absolutely beautiful. And this is what we want to see. For consistency, I'm going to be using the B type of plug. If we take a look at the bottom plug, this is going to be our pin number 1, number 2, 3, 4, 5, and pin number 8. Here is the second part of the plug, and on one end you've got holes, and those holes are going to be going through that gold pins, and this is the proper alignment. So holes go to the gold pins, and your bottom is a little bit wider. This is your end. Now we are going to align our wires. So we are going to follow the B standards on both ends. Pin number 1 is going to be white-orange. So we are looking, this is the white-orange. The second pin is going to be orange, and we're finding that. We are aligning them together, and we are grabbing them on the bottom. The third pin is white-green. We aligned them very nicely, just like that. Blue. We are finding our blue. We are aligning them together, and we nicely pinching on bottom. White, blue. Nicely aligning. Green. Our beautiful green. White, brown, and the brown. We are nicely aligning them. We are making sure they are perfectly straight. And now we are cutting them flush. With all those wire flush, we are grabbing our end. We are making sure that the holes are on top, and we are fitting them inside. And it should nicely go outside, just like that. All pins on the outside, and we are checking them. White, orange, orange, white, green, blue, white, blue, green, white, brown, brown. Looks perfect. I'm clipping our wires, and I realized that I forget to put that. Oh, no problem. We can go the other way around. We are grabbing it from bottom, so those gold pins are aligning with those holes, and we stuff our cable like this. We are making sure it touch the end, and it looks absolutely perfect. We insert that into our crimper, and we squeeze. And we've got absolutely beautiful plug that's going to go into our VE.Can on my Servo GX. Let me cut our wire, and we are going to make another side. So I'm going to put our protective sleeve. We go just like this, and the wider end in place where we've got our locking pin. And as you can see, it looks absolutely beautiful. That one I'm going to make a little bit faster. we are going to be adding our protective sleeve, and we grab our tool and we are taking a look at the colors. The white orange is going to be our first, then the orange, white green, blue, white blue, green, white brown, and we nicely aligning them together. So we've got our perfect colors: white orange, orange, white green, blue, white blue, green, white brown, brown. We're cutting them flush. We're grabbing our divider. We're checking where are the holes. This is going to be our pin 1. We nicely put it inside. We can go like that. And it looking absolutely beautiful. We can check one more time. White orange, orange, white green, blue, white blue, green, white brown, brown. We're cutting them flush. We grab our plug. We go from bottom. We grab our tool. We are making sure that all the wires touch the end. Yes, they do. We go like this. We squeeze it. We put our protective sleeve. And here we've got our beautiful wire. Just like that. That wire we can use on the VE.Can or on the VE.Bus. Of course, for a corresponding device. So this is how you do it. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you find that interesting. See you next time and bye bye.